Teachers here are working with model templates to create full, causal explanations for the phenomenon they're explaining. They are also creating a consensus model together in order to clarify their expectations and knowledge for the unit. A gotta have checklist captured their understanding of the most important elements to emphasize and include in instruction. This group of students is working on a model to explain how a tiny seed can grow into a large tree over time. They're bringing in knowledge about photosynthesis and respiration from former units. They're using their notebooks to discuss what resources plants need and how they are used by the tree to grow. And they are considering how to illustrate their knowledge with drawings, symbols, and text. The group's models are all different, emphasizing different relationships and ideas. The teachers monitored which concepts or relationships each group focused on and asked a member from each group to add these ideas to a whole class model.
This one?
This whole class model supported a rich class share out.
So, someone has added here that this thing about xylem. Who added this card? Nick, can you explain why you put this card in the model?
Because that's how the water goes into the plant. It goes from the roots, or at least for the xylem. It takes the water from the roots to the leaves, and that's one of the things it uses for photosynthesis along with the CO2 and sunlight.
Okay, so to do photosynthesis, you need all your ingredients in the same place. It's one of the ways it gets there, all right? And then I have this lovely piece in red. Anybody have one?
I wrote about how glucose is like made from photosynthesis, and during cell respiration, it gets broken down and turned into energy for the plant to grow.
Okay. Everybody catch?
In this 8th grade unit about the core of the Earth, new ideas from a convection current activity were added to the initial model. Students can use Post-its to add suggestions for improvement on other groups' models. In this 7th grade unit, students predicted the biomagnification of toxins for different species in an ecosystem. Model templates can emphasize and scaffold the writing of the different parts of the explanation.
I think our biggest thing with the model was we were just kind of visualizing that it's a way to represent something, but we were here, we were global. Like, here's a model that explains every part of everything, and what we quickly learned was that models should have a specific focus. They should be able to help students understand or predict one thing. And you might then tie multiple models together, but we started out too big. It was like, here's our puzzling phenomena, let's make a model of that puzzling phenomena. And so that was kind of our our question and realization was, what's the one thing that this can help students explain, and then piece that together, pull all of those pieces together, the puzzle pieces, how do they all fit together? That was our
So how do you